this feeling about, so in the same way that people who hated Trump somehow found his presidency to be some sort of aberration which needed to be proven every single day, and that's fine, that exists for CNN, whatever. For those of us who, myself, obviously wanted a return for another 4 years. There's a want to look at some of the failures that exist of Biden. But I'd also imagine too that there's this weird feeling about the Biden presidency that it feels like a transition to the inevitable Harris presidency. And the question is whether it happens at an election or whether it happens when he takes a shower and falls over. I mean, so that's this weird feeling about Joe Biden, that he really feels like a night watchman, not the actual main game, but the main game is being played every single day, and he's wilder than even Obama was, frankly, in some of the stuff he's been pushing.
Yes, and look, that's really the frightening thing. Who's really in charge? We find out last week that Kamala Harris has been making phone calls to overseas leaders, without Joe Biden anywhere nearby. We saw Joe Biden having an interview with Univision, which is a Latin American channel, about important issues, policy issues, including the housing of these child migrants and various border protection policies that he's dismantled. And he had right next to him his wife, Jill Biden, or Dr. Jill, as she likes to be called. Mm-hmm. And she was prompting him when he forgot words, because he is cognitively impaired. That's clear. It waxes and wanes. But he still is very foggy. And she also, in fact, interrupted him at one point to answer a question better than he had been answering it. So she's not, she's not elected. She shouldn't be doing that. It's pretty bad. And then you have, has not given a press conference in the 6 weeks that he's been in office. And he does these sort of weird little outings for a few minutes where he reads from a teleprompter, but the way he reads is, as bad as anything he did during the campaign when he was in his basement. He loses his train of thought. He stumbles over words. He just doesn't seem to comprehend what he's reading. And I think, the fact that the other day the administration bombed a site in Syria is pretty worrying, because Donald Trump made a joke of it yesterday at CPAC when he said, who knows what Joe Biden even knows, what the hell he understands. No one really knows how much he's processing. And so you worry about those behind the scenes who are pulling the strings.
Yeah, absolutely. Miranda, love reading your stuff, love seeing on the telly. All the best, as always. I know it's way too early and way too cold, but thank you for getting up in New York for us.
Thanks so much, Paul. Lovely
Good on
to
you.
talk to you.
And you, Miranda Devine, find her on all the socials. Read her, of course, in the Daily Telegraph, but of course the New York Post, which is where you can get her each and every day. She's an absolute rock star.